Chers amis, notre soirée tire à sa fin. Nous avons déjà honoré une magnifique cohorte de finalistes et de gagnants dans 23 catégories, mais il nous reste encore 2 prix à décerner ce soir, et non les moindres. We've been through 23 categories so far, and what a fabulous collection of finalists and winners we've honored. It's amazing, but we're not quite finished. There are 2 more awards to reveal tonight. And to do so, I would like to call back to the stage Paul Samin and François Cardinal to present first a special recognition citation and then to name the Journalist of the Year. Paul Samin et François Cardinal vont revenir sur scène pour dévoiler le récipiendaire d'une distinction spéciale, puis ils vous révéleront le nom du ou de la journaliste de l'année. Messieurs.
This is the second year that we've presented a special recognition citation. It's designed to recognize exceptional journalism that doesn't necessarily fit into our existing categories. Maybe the topic wasn't right, or maybe it was created by an organization that was otherwise ineligible.
C'est la 2e année qu'on présente une mention spéciale de reconnaissance. Elle vise à reconnaître un travail de journalisme exceptionnel qui ne cadre pas nécessairement avec nos catégories, soit en raison du sujet, soit parce que l'organisation concernée n'était pas admissible. On est donc très fiers de présenter le lauréat ce soir.
Okay. And we are very proud to introduce this year's winner, pointing at the screen.
Climate Disaster Project. The Climate Disaster Project was established in September 2021 to change the way climate disasters are covered. It has done that and more. Based out of the University of Victoria, it is essentially a teaching newsroom. So far, almost 200 journalism and writing students from across Canada have been trained to cover climate change from the front lines in an empathetic, trauma-informed way, respecting the dignity of survivors. The stories are preserved on their website and have been amplified by organizations such as the Tyee, the National Observer, the Fraser Valley Current, and the Royal BC Museum. Among the stories collected in 2023 were first-hand accounts from tree planters injured by wildfire smoke and 11 climate disaster survivors who have experienced long-term displacement. Judges were impressed by the investigative work, the first-hand accounts, and the trauma-informed approach to journalism. But more than that, they liked the structure of the project and the many partnerships created. They said it is a model of cooperation that can be replicated as newsrooms shrink.
Very much. There we go. Thank you. Is there any other members? Just me.
Thank you. My name is Sean Holman. I'm the founding director of the Climate Disaster Project and the Wayne Crooks Professor of Climate and Environmental Journalism at the University of Victoria. I'd like to thank the National Newspaper Awards for this incredible honor on behalf of the educators, journalists, students, and most importantly, disaster-affected community members who have come together to create the Climate Disaster Project. This award truly belongs to all of them, and as you can see, I wish I had time tonight to read all of their names. Because what we have accomplished so far has been done on a shoestring budget that has been sewn together by our collective sweat and hope that we can cover climate change differently, and in doing so, make a difference. I think all of us in this room have struggled to cover this most important of issues. For 50 years, the public has been warned about what could happen as a result of climate change. And we haven't always gotten those stories right, but many of us have really tried. And despite those warnings, our seasons are now increasingly defined by the disasters they bring. As a result, we are all now climate disaster survivors. Whether we've experienced extreme heat, fires, flooding, or the toxic smoke that has covered much of North America during last summer and probably will again this year. That means we need new tools to report on the new age of disaster we are now living in. Tools that help our audiences take action on climate change and feel less alone in doing so, just like we would during any other kind of disaster. This was the promise of the Climate Disaster Project when all of us started this work just over 2 years ago at the University of Victoria's Writing Department. And since then, our project has trained nearly 200 students across Canada, around the world, to work on the front lines of climate change. And those students have partnered with nearly 300 climate disaster survivors to document and investigate their experiences using practices that recognize a warmer world is a more traumatic world. And every day and every semester, I see the impact of those transformative partnerships, both on our students and the survivors we work with. Over the next 12 months, grants willing, we will premiere a live journalism production in Vancouver with New World Theatre based on those experiences, publish an anthology of climate disaster survivor testimonies from across Canada with UBC Press, and work with news media partners from Yellowknife to Sao Paulo, powered by the belief that journalism still matters. Because the stories that all of us tell in this room about the impacts and inequalities of climate change today can help ensure a more equitable future where we all survive climate change together. Thank you so very much.
You may as well take these as well, okay? Congratulations.